What is going on, Planner fam? How you doing? How's everybody? How's your mom and them? So listen, can we just first acknowledge that I used 2 chickens from this silly goose happy planner book that I've been stuck with all week. 2 chickens, and they're some mighty chickens, right? Like I was like, what am I gonna do? I had to use them because apparently they're funny and they're just kind of random. And the book is titled Garden Flowers, but these chickens, y'all. So this was from Thursday, the page on the left. So I was like, hey, I had chicken and rice at lunch. I might as well put a chicken in there. So yeah, there's chicken number 1. And then I notated that I went to the rec center to work out after work, and then home. And then I got to see my boo thing for a little bit. And then for dinner, I had chicken and broccoli. So enter chicken number 2. Yeah. They took up some good amount of space, and I got to use them. So then after dinner, I read my book, insert cute little Hello Kitty sticker. And then that little piece of washi was actually from, I'll show y'all in the next video I do. It's not a sticker book. It is a collage book that I found on Amazon, and there is some wild stuff in there, y'all. Like, some of it looks like serial killer kind of stuff, but then some of it is actually really cute. So I'll have to show y'all. But there is literally like a page full of like little washi strips. So that was kind of cute, and it kind of matched my chickens. So in it went. And then Friday, let's see. Oh, so it was one of my girls' birthday. Happy birthday, Lily. So I put that in there. And then it was Friday, y'all. So I went around and I was like, is anybody interested in ordering Vietnamese coffee? Because I sure am. And then, everybody ends up doing it. It's like Friday, it's payday, treat yourself. So we ordered from our favorite place, and it was just a nice, relaxing Friday. Like, we did some cycle counts and just, took our time. Just a few orders, no big deal. And then I went home, and y'all, first of all, usually Friday, we do order out or I pick up something. But Friday, I just could not be, I could not be bothered. So I drove all the way home just to be like, hey, what are we ordering? Or what are we going to get? And so we went on the app, like we went on Uber Eats, and then we went on DoorDash. I didn't have any like promotional coupons, so that was kind of a bummer. So then I was like, well, let's just order Chick-fil-A. Like it's down the street, and it's actually like inside the mall. It's in the food court, but still, that's like not far. Baby, I don't know what it is about the fact that we were ordering from a place inside the mall, but by the time we like put our Chick-fil-A order together, first of all, it's upcharged because I went on Chick-fil-A website and it was not that high, like what our meals would have been, as opposed to putting it in the app, ordering it from this Chick-fil-A in the food court. Baby, our order would have been $50. And I'm talking just a meal for each person and a shake. Where did we go wrong where we think that this is okay? $50 for Chick-fil-A. I mean, if I'm ordering for like a family of 6, okay, we could talk about it. But 2 people, $50. But we could have gone to a steakhouse. We could have gone and had a real nice, so no, absolutely not. So we aborted that mission. And then I went on, and then we were just kind of going back and forth. Finally, we were like, you know what? Let's just do Panda. Panda is down the street, and it is on Uber Eats, and they're not upcharged, and it's normal prices. So so that's what we did. So yeah, anyways, we're the worst. So then through all that hot mess, we were like, cocktail time. So then Hubs made us some cocktails, and we watched this show. It's called This Fool on Hulu. Has anybody watched this show? We watched season 1, and it was so cute. Season 2 is a little bit lacking. I still like the characters, and it's still funny, and it just makes me laugh at, like, if you are, if you know, if you got a Latina in the household, any kind of like Hispanic people, you got, it's just so funny. Like thinking about like my mom chasing us around with the chancla. I don't know. It's funny. Like I said, if you have a good sense of humor and you can make fun of your family, please go ahead, get on there and watch. So then let's see. So then Harmon took me go for a walk, and I just kind of added some other cute little stickers around that. My favorite little sticker that is like Miko's little head that I got from Opal from Little T in Sticker Shop. I'm so thankful that she made me like a whole sheet of those. So then going on to Saturday, y'all. Saturday it was a lot. It took a lot out of me. I almost had to go to jail, but I didn't. As you will see. So I'm starting out with just writing down Saturday and then using my Tombow. What is that? Is it the heart tip? Question mark? It's the brush pen. Soft tip, actually. Yeah, for like lettering. And of course, I really can't do all that fancy stuff, but with the Tombow, I can pretend. So, so it was like one of those mornings where might have had one too many cocktails the night before. So like immediately when I woke up, I was like, I need some diesel fuel. Like my regular coffee is just not going to cut it. I got stuff I got to do. Not necessarily house stuff, because I wasn't going to have time for that because we were going to go do dinner early. So I was like, well, let me place this order for Starbucks. So typically if I need like to get stuff done, or I just need to wake up or come out of my my coma from overnight, I go and I usually do like a triple espresso with, what do I do? 3 pumps? I think 3 pumps of white mocha and then a splash of cream. But no, today we did a quad. We did 4 pumps or 4 espressos in a cup over ice with my 3 pumps. And usually, like I had been doing the 3 pumps of white mocha for 3 espressos, but that's too sweet to me now. Like something has changed in my taste buds where I don't know how I was able to do that, but it's just too much. But then this time, since I did the 4 espressos with the 3 pumps of white mocha, it was better balanced. Like I still think it's a little too sweet, but maybe because I do the cream, I don't know. But then again, I really do think my taste buds are changing. Like a lot of things that I used to be able to handle before, and I'll tell you later too when we're going over the part about dinner. A lot of things that I used to think like, oh, it's not that sweet, or now it's just like too sweet. I want to blame it on COVID because I want to blame everything on COVID. But after I had COVID and I had lost my sense of taste for, let's see, I got sick in July. This was last year. So it was gone from July through November-ish. I'll have to double check, but that sounds right. I know because when the state fair came, which the state fair is here between like September and then all through October, I could not taste but maybe like 3 or 4 different things. So it was like wasted on me. So I couldn't even go. I mean, I could have gone, but like I said, I'd be paying all this money, tasting these wonderful fried, nonsense foods, but I wouldn't have been able to enjoy it. So there was no point. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was from July through like almost Thanksgiving. And that was horrifical. And even still, like, I think as my taste was coming back, it was just, stuff was tasting different. Like and maybe it had just been so long since I had remembered, certain things that I ate. I was just like, did it always taste this way? Or was this always this strong? And it took a while before it got back to like normal. Like, did anybody experience this? If you had COVID, comment down below. Because it was, I had a lot of friends, coworkers that had it, and they did not have it like me. Actually, my boss, he was on my team as well. Like we both, when we had it, we both were like taste buds, messed up, janky. But I think he was able to smell, but not taste. And I think mine both were broken for like a while. But then I could smell before my taste started coming back. It was a hot mess. It was a whole thing. Anyways, and you're talking like a foodie, me, like lost my sense of taste. Like I'm just like, take me out to the shed and kill me now, because it was horrible. Like that is my one of the greatest enjoyments in life for me is food and flavors and spices and like, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm having PTSD just thinking about it. Anyways, so yeah, all that to say, I went to Starbucks and I got a got a quad to start my day. And then I knew that I was gonna have to pump gas because I was basically riding on fumes. So I knew that I would have to do that like first thing Monday morning. Like I wouldn't have even made it to work. And then I was like, well, I'm already here. The gas station is like right down from where I am. So let me go ahead and go pump gas. So I went ahead and did that. And now I'm like, thank goodness, because that is something on a Monday morning that your girl just doesn't look forward to. Pumping gas sucks anyway. I don't know why I hate it. But there's worse things in the world, right, to have to do. But not on a Monday morning. Like, let's not. So then I came back home and I just sucked on my coffee and I relaxed and read my book and it was delightful. And then I was like, oh crap, I got to place a grocery order, like just, our basic stuff. So went ahead and did that, got my little groceries. And then it's like the little notification pops up that, whoever is delivering your order right now. And I'm like, I haven't heard any noises outside. I don't hear anything. So I look out the window and sure enough, homeboy is next door. And it never fails, y'all. Like they just don't pay attention to the numbers. Like I understand that my neighbor and we have basically, it's like inverted numbers. So let's circle back to whoever put these numbers together on the street. They suck because it's like we go from 9091 to 9101. So never fail. And they're next to each other. So here the dude comes and he just, the first one that he sees that starts with a 9 and he sees a 1 in there, I guess he's like, oh, well, here we go. So I had to run out there and cash him outside. I had to cash him outside and it was like, bro, order for Ashley over here. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. And I mean, I understand people make mistakes, but I think it's just the fact that it happens to me like every other week. It's just, he's not the only one that sucks, but I mean, just pay attention. Like my number, y'all, the number on my house, it is ginormous. Like it is the size of like, I don't know. It's like if you were to put the numbers on a poster board and put it right in front and it's like bold and like dark color. I don't know. So anyways, I'm just going to need these people to pay more attention, please. But I sure did run out there. I got to get my stuff. So anyways, where am I? So anyways, he brought my stuff over and then I did some dishes, cleaned the kitchen, and then I went and got the cake for my sister's birthday party. Well, we were like celebrating, basically like combined her birthday and then my hub's birthday. They were both July birthdays. And then I went to do this pedicure. So y'all, I needed to do this pedicure for what? Like a week now? It's been a repeat offender on my list of things to do for the last 2 weeks, and it was time. I'm like, I'm going to be out in public. My toes are going to be hanging out. They don't need to see this craziness. So let's do this pedicure. And I think the nail polish colors I have just were not exciting me. And I just kind of wanted something like neutral. And then I thought back on one of my coworkers. She uses the Color Street nail stickers, which I use Color Street also, but I do Color Street. And then what's the other brand that I just started buying? Sawyer and Scout, I think is the brand on, they have their own website. But anyways, look them up because they're fantastical. But anyways, I have these Color Street ones that I really love the color. And I remember Rosanna was like, she's been using the stickers on her toes. And I'm like, man, she's like, yeah, they last like 3-4 weeks. Like they look so good, and I'm like, well, I've been using them on my fingers. So what's the worst that could happen? So y'all, I pulled these stickers out and I put them on my toes and I will never paint my toenails ever again. Like, even to me, it was even easier than when I do my fingernails because I'm a little more picky. When I do my fingernails, like as far as like making sure they're the right shape and like kind of going around them more. The toes, I think because I have little baby toes, like little fetus sized toes, I mean, they fit perfect. Now I had to cut around a couple of them, but it just seemed like it was so fast. And I think about the time it takes for me to paint a coat and then let that dry, and then paint another coat and then let that dry. And then I do my top coat. And then I gotta let that dry. It's like a whole deal. And I put these little nail stickers on. It took me like 10 minutes. So, and they're dry instantly. So what have I been doing with my life? Like, I want that time back from all the times I had to paint my toenails. So anyways, all that to say, if you have not tried some nail stickers on your toes, do it and thank me later. So yeah, and they are so cute. Like, I love the color. Anyway, so I did that, and then I got ready, took a shower, all that good stuff. And then watched YouTube while I was getting ready. And I had to try on like 10 different outfits because I feel like I never go out anymore, and I'm spoiled because at work I can wear like t-shirts and leggings. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to like dress like a grown-up. What do I wear? So I'm like, I need to wear a dress because it's so stinking hot. Which dress? This one's overdressed. This one's not dressed up enough. Oh my gosh. Like, does anybody else do this? I think it's just because I haven't bought anything new in 100 years. And I don't know. Nothing was just speaking to me. But finally, I did find like this really cute, that I forgot I even had. I had this really cute like t-shirt dress. So then I just found like a cute little like one of those button-down shirts with the cute little pattern. So then I just kind of did like a little wrap situation around my waist, looking like I'm all stylish, like whatever. Anyways, it helped bring in my waist, make it look a little cuter and a little more put together, and threw some jewelry on, and we called it a day. So then, let's see. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let me talk about my mother real quick. I love her. She is adorable. It's a good thing because she wanted to meet us at my house, at our house, so she could see the floor. And I was like, okay, good. Yeah. Y'all, this woman, she does not want to learn how to use the Maps app on her phone. She has an iPhone. She is wasting her life away trying to like get on the computer and search directions and use MapQuest and all this other stuff, when all she needs to do, and I've showed her multiple times how to use the Maps app. You literally, what? Y'all with me? Y'all feel me? Click on the app, put the address in, hit start, boom, done. Like, what is the problem? This lady will not. She has not. She refuses. I don't know what's wrong with her. She will not practice and do it. And so I live 2 miles from my mother. 2 miles. Seriously, like not exaggerating. She got lost. So she calls me on the phone and she's like, Ash, I'm at a school and I don't know where I am. And I'm like, well, I don't know where you are. What do you mean you're at a school? Well, it's over here and I passed this street. I don't even know what street that is. So here comes Harmon. He's like on his phone. He pulls up the Maps app on his phone and is like, oh, maybe she's over here. Ask her if she's near a park. So now I'm like, are you near a park? No. Yes, I'm near a park. Okay. So you want to come down this street, and which way do I turn? Well, are you facing, westbound, eastbound? She don't know. Oh, my Atlanta. So all that to say, she went around in circles a few times, and then we finally figured out where she was, finally guided her to my house. And I needed a drink. Like, somebody come get her. No, she ain't dancing like a show. But baby, I was about to catch her outside. I cannot. Like, there is something. First of all, I need to have more patience. Dear God, can we just say a prayer, please? Bless me with more patience for this lady, because she is like 99% perfection until it comes to trying to learn something new on her phone. Deep breaths. Okay. So anyway, she finally made it. And I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, in Harmonies, he's the nice one, y'all. If I haven't told y'all this already, my husband, he is the nice one. He's like, it's okay. And I'm like, it's not okay. She's wasting everybody's time. She's stressing me out. She's out there lost in the streets. I cannot. Like, she needs to get it together one of these days. So then that's when I tell him, that's your mother. Like, she's your mom now. I'm motherless. You need to get her, because I'm about to drive her to the river. And I threatened Miko with driving him to the river a lot, but here lately he's been the good one, and she's about to be the one that gets the trip. So, okay, I'm calmed down. I'm calmed down now. So anyways, like I said, we ended up going together. So we went to the restaurant, and I'd never been here before, which I feel like I've been to about 4 or 5 different Lupe's restaurants. And this was one that I had not been to. But it was good. It was fun, like very vibrant, cool atmosphere, good music. Yeah, so I had me a big margarita after all that drama. And then we ended up sharing fajitas, which I thought were delightful. I was asking around before we went here. I was asking like some people that I work with on Friday. I was like, hey, have y'all been here? Of course, one guy is like, the fajitas are too limey. Another guy was like, the tortillas are too thick. Okay, I thought the fajitas were delicious. They were not sizzling, however. I do like a good sizzling fajita when it comes out and it's like, tss, you know the noise, right? And it's like almost on fire. Yeah, that's what I like. They weren't like that, but they were still good and hot and very juicy and like melts in your mouth, the beef. So it was good. And then the corn tortillas, they were amazing. Like you could tell somebody's grandmama was back there with no shoes on. She was rolling these things out, right? Abuelita was back there. But they were so thick. Like I'm thinking like my grandma, she would be like, mija, you better roll them out a little more. Like that's too thick, okay? But they were still good. You know, you can't have it all. When you're comparing food to like, if you've had like homemade, like from your grandmama or somebody, you can't compare. But for a restaurant quality, I thought it was great. And the margarita, y'all, one of them, I was already like, hey, you know. So, and then side note, our waiter looked like Pitbull. So I was like, you know, he was like bringing my water and I was like, in my head, I'm like, thank you, Mr. 305. I appreciate it. But he was real nice, very attentive. We had a good time. And then we had some cake and then they brought out some flan and we just talked it up. And my little niecey poo, that's another thing. Their flour tortillas, oh my God, they're like the size of a blanket. Like, have y'all seen the tortilla blanket on Amazon? That's what it made me think of. When you rolled these things out, it was like, brrr, like they rolled out. So then, yeah, so my niece, she's like poking holes in the, you know, for the eyes and the nose. And she's like putting it over her face. You know, she's like 6. That's what they do, right? So it was so funny. But yeah, them things were monsters. But yeah, we just were, you know, cracking up, talking, just talking about how, you know, we're all just so grown now and the things that get us excited, like new floors. And, and then my sister talking about her husband, like, hey, we're progressing. He had to have surgery on his foot. So within a week, he should be able to take his boot off. And I mean, just all this grown up stuff that we were just doing, living and talking about. So it was a good time. And then we came back home and oh my gosh, I think what happens is when we're at a restaurant that has free chips and salsa and the salsa is really good, I go crazy. Like I can't stop. And I'm like talking and, you know, when you're like talking and having a good time and just woo, 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 key, you don't realize how much you eat. And it's like by the time I got home and sat down, I was like, I am going to explode. Like I'm so full. And then Harmon was like, do you want to go for a walk? And I was like, I probably should, but I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you be the good puppy daddy that you are. So he did. He took Miko, like a good puppy daddy and went and took him for a walk. And I just kind of cleaned up the kitchen and just, you know, did some stuff around the house. I was like, I needed to move, but I just could not be out in that heat. Like it did not sound good to me. Like I was so full. So then we just chilled and then we watched Dexter, which is the show we're watching now, and relaxed. And no lie, I was passing out on the couch. Like I was laid up on Harmon and I was like, you know, that just like you're so full and your eyes get heavy. Next thing I know, I was like, I mean, it was like 11 something. So it wasn't like it was like super early. Like we were at the restaurant for a long time. Yeah. And then we stayed up, you know, like I said, we were watching Dexter. So we stayed up for a little bit, but yeah, I was ready to zonk out. It was a good time though. So, I hope you enjoyed this little catch up, just my past few days. And y'all, I'm going to be okay. Like, I'm not going to kill my mom, I promise. I'm just going to pray for patience and understanding. And I'm just going to keep letting her know that for my sanity, I would like her to learn her phone. All right. See y'all soon. Love ya. Bye.